First and 10, Jadarian Price back in there. And he's got the handoff. Price finds the hole, and he's gone! Touchdown, Irish! Big-time blocks from Coogan and Sorrell, and here we go. Notre Dame up 2 scores.
Double teams at the point of attack. You got Estime, you got Payne, and now it's Jadarian Price. He gets his opportunity. 3 backs like that, the 3-headed monster is back. Look at the shoulder square.
Tennessee State feels easily the strongest part of this team is their defense. Little hole there to the right side, first down and then some. Jeremiyah Love, touchdown Notre Dame.
4 different running backs. Watch the guards pull here to get out into space. And one thing that Love can do, he's fast, he's quick, he's explosive, he can get out on the perimeter. We saw it last week, we see it again there, cuts back inside. Notre Dame has a lot of good running backs. I'll tell you what, this guy's just a freshman.
Try to pave the way to points here. Second down, 14. There's a blitz, Angeli escapes for a moment. There you go, gets it to Jadarian Price, cuts it back, and he will score. Touchdown Notre Dame.
We've seen Sam Hartman's instincts. Get a look at Steve Angeli's pressure off the back edge. It's the Elway spin. Gets out of it. Keeps his eyes up. He finds Price in the flat. Excellent job by Price. Little head and shoulders, cuts back inside. Price scored a touchdown on his first touch last week. Scores another one to 20. Okay, we need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal in time. And we got plenty of time to do it.
2-possession game, and here we go. This is Price bringing it out, trying to return of his own. Now Jadarian Price turning on the Jets. 20-10 touchdown Notre Dame. Wow.
How'd you like to be a guy on USC's cover team? Excellent job by Jadarian Price, breaking the initial tackle. Great runners have lateral quickness, and that's what he demonstrated there. He started right. He convinced him he was going right. He broke the tackle and darted back to the left-hand side, and then you see the speed and the juice on the back end. This game was starting to turn. The USC guys were doing the math. We got plenty of time. And then Jadarian Price put a dagger in the heart of the Trojans.
Hartman gives, it's Price, and Price breaks a tackle and into the end zone he will go. He's that combination of speed and power. See the power there.
Jadarian Price has not had that many opportunities, but when he gets them, he takes advantage of them. Big kick return last week against USC. This time in the red zone, he gets his opportunity, breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles. A really strong lower body to go with good vision. He runs through the contact.
3 tight ends. Price with Angeli, the handoff, and a walk-in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Jadarian Price.
They got it, those guys. And they cleaned it up. Good job by Schroff that time.
Oh, nice move by Love. And Love to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Easy throw again, one-on-one. You could tell it's going to be man coverage. And then, boom, really quick moves his feet. 1, 2, 3 people miss.
2nd and 14.
Now they split the safeties up top.
And the run right downhill. Price makes a cut, gets the edge. Jadarian Price headed for the pylon. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 47 yards. Finally, somebody reaches the end zone.
Yeah, let's take a look and see how they're able to exploit this. What a play by this offense. Great job of being able to just get this thing going. And, you know, it's the offensive line. They've had such a tough night. This time they're able to get up to that second level and finally give a back some room to run.
Love. Burst stroke in the middle. Love to the end zone, and the Irish take the lead.
And a ton of room here Good block by Pendleton on the inside to kind of get the play started. He's got a good inside block there to get a good push. See the tight end, 87, coming over from the right. Cooper Flanagan to help out. But really, to me, it's about the back and his feet. He's patient, bang, he gets his foot in the ground. Look at that acceleration against those safeties have been making so many tackles. And this time, I think they're surprised by how quickly he shot out of the end at the backside of that hole for this touchdown.
Spending time trying to get themselves on the same page.
Big hole up the middle, and Love hurdles one, and now gets to the end zone. What a run!
Offensive line comes off the ball, creates some space for Jeremiyah Love. These safeties coming out of the secondary. Valcarcel tries to go low on him.
Here comes the 11th.
Dylan Thieneman, All-American a year ago. Trying to get to the edge is Jeremiyah Love, and he got there, and he's still going. Jeremiyah Love to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Jeremiyah Love, a 48-yard touchdown run.
This year could not get there. Watch him come around and seal the edge here on the block. But middle linebacker number 4 does not have enough speed to get to the Jeremiyah Love's run for the touchdown.
As we approach 20 seconds in the half, I don't think they're going to get too fancy now.
They're probably running the ball now.
And they do, and they got the corner, though, with
Jadarian Price. They might pay the price. Jadarian Price to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. $70 yards for the score.
Trying to just get out of the half. Trying to run the ball. And Dylan Thieneman again whiffs. Watch number 31 come up late. He's the last guy that can save this to get out of the half. And watch him miss the tackle again.
And Jadarian Price, the sophomore out of Denison, Texas, does the rest, weaving his way for the touchdown.
So Notre Dame at the Miami 15. And this is Love. And Love is going to get in for the touchdown for Notre Dame. Ball is loose as he got into the end zone. We've got one official signaling a touchdown.
Looks like they recovered it anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on the field does the rest.
A week ago, Jason, Notre Dame it took them a while to respond to the poor start. They go down 7-0. Knock it on the scoring door now. Jeremiyah Love, one cut and some fights. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You said it, that's the word right there. It's fight. Just watch these guys up front knock the white shirts off the football. They have to deal with the quarterback run. Now just hand it to your best runner, Jeremiyah Love. The movement by the offensive line, Rocco Spindler, the right guard, creating some space. Pat Coogan inside. Whenever you that balance is all back up, and he's been so good, particularly in the big moments running the football.
Second down 5. Wants to throw back here. Well set up. Love, blockers out front. And a lane to the end zone. Love, touchdown. .32-yard touchdown. Leonard to Love. Fist pumps from Marcus Freeman.
Hey, one-score game with 10 minutes to go. They had to come down on this drive and get some points. They go sprint out and they throw it back to Love. Use the stuff that's been effective for you early in the game. How many times has Riley Leonard moved in the pocket? You get the defense going one way, you throw it back, you throw it to your best runner, and Love has got an escort in front of him. Wow.
Remember Al Golden, Notre Dame's defensive coordinator, telling us yesterday that Louisville was the best screen team they have seen, and it's the
on the field stands to touchdown.
Well, Jason, they had tried again to get Love the ball in the perimeter through the passing game. At one point here in the second half, he had a handful of catches for negative yards. They kept coming back to it, and great job by the offensive line there, and a good call from Mike Denbrock.
The best play callers are patient. They know what's good for them, what has been good for them over time, and they keep giving guys opportunities. Paid off there.
Jeter's extra point is up and in. After the previous 7 drives, earned Notre Dame only 3 points. This screen gets them a touchdown.
And here it is. They move Riley Leonard this way. They fake, and then they line up over here, and then all these offensive linemen get there. The defense goes that way, throw it back this way. There's nobody left. Look at that drawing. Are you kidding me? Just love the action. It's a bad matchup for this Louisville defense when you see all those green shirts out in front of you and that guy right there doing everything they can. They follow the action. Running backs love this. When they got those personal escorts and no defenders in the way, he smelled it from 40 yards out.
Anthony Knapp, left tackle, the youngster all the way downfield, getting a big block there at the end. It's not very often when a running back gets to the end zone on a run or a pass, Jason, when there are as many offensive linemen as there are would-be tacklers near the ball carrier.
He's a substitute today. It's been pretty effective.
Yeah, so Price stays in there right behind Riley Leonard after a gain of 1. And they give it to Jadarian. Darts, beautiful move inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
He found his rhythm right there.
And that's just the latest example of all this. Then you got Love, and then you got Price who can do this.
Stay patient with the run game. Keep giving the great runners opportunities to run the rock. And that's what Mike Denbrock did in this situation. Flanagan comes across, makes the key block.
And on the ground is Love, and he's got some room and some speed. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This time.
Jeremiyah Love, you watch Knapp here, the left tackle, doing a good job as the play winds back to him. Creates a little space. Pendleton inside, driving his guy off the ball, and if you give that guy a step.
Jeremiyah Love walks into the end zone, another Irish touchdown. He's got a rushing touchdown in every game this season.
You just see here, just watch the blocking at the point of attack as the running back just finds the seam. See here, he just jump cuts it outside, finds the seam.
The best offense in the nation, led by the Heisman winner, Jaden Daniels. Jeremiyah Love off to the races. Touchdown, Notre Dame, 64 yards.
And they tried to bring blitz off the right-hand side, but I want you to watch the right guard, Rocco Spindler. He stays inside, gets a piece outside, and the defender never sees Love, who hits it right inside the right guard, and he's off to the races.
Love is in the end zone. Touchdown. So 2 rushing touchdowns today for Love. The Bashal Tootin with 9 games in a row with a rushing touchdown for Virginia Tech, the longer streak.
And a really nice job by the tight end, number 87, Cooper Flanagan, who might...
Raritan, the tight end in motion. Price the handoff up the middle.
Oh, there goes Price. He's got speed. Price. Can he beat him to the end zone? No, he's out of bounds. Just barely. 61 yards on the gas for Jadarian Price. First and goal, Irish.
Ruling on the field as the ball carrier was out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Watch the double team right there. That's the key block. You get a nice block by the wide receiver, Bo Collins, number 5, and then the speed of Price. Now, Bo Collins came over from Clemson. He's been the leading receiver.
They're going to take a look at it. It looked like his toe was right on the sideline. So take a look right here as he gets knocked by Earl Little. Was it? Maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe he stayed in.
Well, this Florida State
defense had to deal with a great back a week ago in North Carolina. Omarion Hampton will be a future NFL guy, and they knew coming into tonight they were going to see two guys that both were going to present the same kind of challenge.
After further review, the ball carrier was not out of bounds. It's a touchdown.
By Riley Leonard.
First and goal. It is Love. Denied at first, but not at second. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Tough Love into the end zone.
Yeah, at first it looked like he was going to try to jump into the end zone, and somebody hit him around the legs. Watch, he's going to try to go up and over. That didn't work. Kept his balance, and then stepped in the end zone for the touchdown.
This season, he's going to give this one to Love, and he's going to get this one, his latest. And that is a familiar sight for Notre Dame fans. That's a rushing touchdown, in the fourth to do that.
Leonard and Love are an amazing combination down here close. It's just this straight downhill run, but because of the threat of 13 running the football, the holes get bigger and bigger down.
Love with the game again.
Yeah.
It certainly was not fun with the opening home loss to Northern Illinois, but Jeremiyah Love is gone. 76 yards. With a touchdown way back in the opening kickoff, and here he is again for his latest big romp.
This Notre Dame offensive line coming off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. A lot of 2-yard runs, 3-yard runs early on in the ball game become 6, 7, 10, and 70-yard runs. And once he gets in the clear, nobody's catching this guy.
Leonard, swing it. Love to the outside. Love to the end zone. Spectacular Notre Dame touchdown. Love from above. And the Irish take a 2-score lead.
Wow. Touchdown again. Now the blue line is the line of scrimmage. So because this ball is going to be thrown to Love behind the line of scrimmage, Jaden Thomas, number 83, is able to block, which he does. And he cuts off the defender from the inside that was responsible for the back coming out of the backfield. Just a very well executed play down in the
3 and outs, and now this Notre Dame offense looking to capitalize with another handoff.
With a big hole, Jeremiyah Love, touchdown, Notre Dame.
Excellent blocking. Watch, the center is going to take care of the nose. These two guys are going to come off on a double team and then get to the linebacker, and another easy run for Jeremiyah Love. Not even touched till he gets
13th and 14th passing touchdowns tonight. Instead, hand it off. Looking to the outside, and he'll get it.
Jadarian Price, touchdown Irish.
But just the speed of Price just outruns them to the end zone. Just weren't able to get enough on him. They were in position and couldn't get him to the ground. Nice change of pace by Jadarian Price for the touchdown.
Love will be the back to start this third quarter for the Irish. Thomas, the motion man. Handoff Love. With the wheels, accelerates. Jeremiyah Love to the house. Touchdown.
It's going to come back. I mean, it doesn't take away from the explosiveness of Jeremiyah Love, but it's going to come back for a penalty.
Marcus Freeman already recognizes that. And we'll wait for the official call here.
Personal foul, legal use of hands to the face, defense, number 97.
Oh.
That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Dre Miller called for the hands to the face. It is Jeremiyah Love going for 68 yards. He went 76 yards on a touchdown last week. And Love with a hat trick, his third score of the night.
I think they changed it to 91, Trey Sophia. But nonetheless,
he was the scout team quarterback this week to help prepare for this Army offense. Run up the middle, staying on his feet, Price to the outside. What an effort! Touchdown Irish!
Here, and it looks like he's going to be tackled for about a 2-yard loss. Watch this. I mean, right now he is tackled, but he doesn't stop moving. He doesn't stop his feet. Nobody wraps him up, and he's able to bounce it out and get to the goal line for the touchdown. Excellent second effort by Price. Pays off for the touchdown.
He's got one of each in there. He's at quarterback. Jeremiyah Love's at tailback on second down and goal inside the 1. Love fighting and scoring. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
But that offensive line has to be doing a good job up front to open up these type of plays down low.
Love, a little breather.
And that'll force Lynn to close that box even more. He did.
Price off to the races. Jadarian Price with a blocker in front down the sideline. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 36 yards on the rush.
Play. Here's the blitz here. Watch the receiver. He feels he's wide open. Almost think this was a bust by USC. Once he breaks the line of scrimmage, there's no one back there to tackle him.
So each team has thrown a pick. Riley Leonard and the Irish from their own 2. Jeremiyah Love breaks free. Jeremiyah Love trying to go 98. Touchdown! What a run in the first touchdown of the 12-team playoff.
Run, but my goodness, watch his left tackle, Anthony Knapp, working against the all-Big Ten defender, Mikhail Kamara. He was able to turn him back inside, which allowed a big void between him and the tight end. That's exactly where Love went, and he was out the gate.
First and goal from the 2. Irish trying to take the lead. He handed it off to Love, who stays on his feet. Love is in the end zone.
Well, it was all effort from Jeremiyah Love. He said no hurdling, broke his rule right there. He just refuses to go down, going against one of the best defensive players in the country, and Abdul Carter, who goes over the top, continuing to keep his balance and driving and stretching.
Jadarian Price, the running back on second and goal. Hand it to him. Price, the cut. Price, the touchdown. The price is right for Notre Dame from 7 yards out to take the lead.
But watch him on this one. Get in here and lead right on the middle linebacker and open things up for Price. Leads the play, gets a nice block on York, the key to this Aggie defense, and a nice cutback run by
with C.J. Carr. They put him in motion now on first down. Carr
open.
Love makes the grab. Love gets away. Touchdown. 36 yards. It's Carr to Love.
An obvious bust in the coverage as Love releases. Nobody on this A&M defense accounts for him. They pick up everybody else. Nobody takes Jeremiyah Love, the most dangerous guy on the field for Notre Dame.
Handoff. Price to the outside. Gets away. Price all the way. Touchdown. A 17-yard scamper. And Jadarian has done it again.
Is unblocked, but he's not going to make the play. Will Pauling, watch the block by number 2, right there, and then a missed tackle by a free safety.
Now can they punch it in? Love bursts through the hole, stays on his feet. Love, touchdown, 12 yards out, and Love is in the air in South Bend.
Third and goal. Can Purdue hold off the Irish here? Love, not this time. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And here is There he goes. There's the shift change, and it pays off immediately. 21-yard scamper for the touchdown by Price. Well, he got his touch, and he's in the end zone just like that.
How many times have we seen this? He does it every week. Here, flat, go score a touchdown. Every time this guy gets the football.
He was a big part of that team. Wanted to stay at Notre Dame, and he's glad he did as Price heads in again for another one.
Wow. Here he goes. Get to the corner. And he doesn't look like he's going that fast. He's a smooth strider, but his lateral quickness and speed, he's able to capture the edge time and time again. An outstanding red zone runner.
So he struck from 21 yards out earlier.
3 minutes later, the start of the second half, could be a big swing for the Irish.
So Notre Dame with no timeouts, a minute 13 left. Jadarian Price is going to come out with it. And we got a flag on the field as he breaks it loose, but again a flag is back at the 13-yard line as Price streaks to the end zone, but we'll check on the flag. Hard return, folks.
Wow.
Look at this.
The tackle. We've been talking about him bouncing runs all day long. This is straight as a string. He runs right into the middle of the coverage of Purdue. The blocking was fantastic. Look at him.
You know, I hate that it was marred by a flag that in the end didn't mean any receiving yards. And Notre Dame on the early march here. Well, here is what a cut by Love. Not one, but two cuts that opens him up down the sideline and streaking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a run by Love.
Set the edge to the defense. If Jeremiyah Love gets to the perimeter, it is over. Watch him go north and south, and then he bounces it one more time, captures the edge. Jordan Faison gets him a good block. You're not going to catch that guy. Jadarian Price, Jeremiyah Love putting on a clinic about how to get to the perimeter and go score touchdowns. Big play for the Irish.
And they give it to Price. Come on, he's got to score again, right? Oh, just short. Looked like he was going to bounce around and get across. But it's first and goal now, Notre Dame.
You know, we've seen him bounce the ball so much to the perimeter, and he wants to start.
Price in for his latest score.
Toughest runs of the year. And Love gets hit here and again bounces off the defender and in for the Irish touchdown. He shows that muscle again. Fighting through contact, he gets drilled right at about the 1 yard line, but never gives up. Legs continue to churn, and Walker can't get him to the ground. Carr, Love out of the backfield, makes the defender miss, and scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame! What an incredible spin by Love as soon as he caught the ball and sensed contact. A bigger role in the throw game, dump it down outside. Kanai Walker can't get him to the ground. A spin, second time in the end zone for Jeremiyah Love. Travis Williams, the defensive coordinator for Arkansas, with his hands full. Carr on the boot, looking for the throwback, and it's Love out in space. Inside the 20, turns it back upfield. Love heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. You can't set it up any better. Carr's going to roll this way, and the entire right side of the offensive line is going to get out in front, and they are just going to pave a path for Jeremiyah Love. I mean, you cannot design it and execute it any better than this. 4 big men out in front and a lot of green grass for Jeremiyah Love. It's Love, able to break another tackle, and he hits pay dirt. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That is the 4th touchdown for Jeremiyah Love in the first half. Well, the true freshman's going to kick out and block here, but watch Raritan with this block, and then the rest, it's just Jeremiyah Love. Lambert with the kick out, Raritan with the block down, and Jeremiyah Love once again with the ability to make the... Price out in space, a ton of room. First down and more. Price is gone. Another Notre Dame touchdown. And the Bluebirds out in full force here in Fayetteville. And it's just been easy all game. Jadarian Price, and it's good blocking down the field. But when he puts his foot in the ground and he cuts back, there is no one running the football. There is no help. And just another easy walk-in touchdown. And we've said that too many times here today.
From Michigan. His dad played quarterback at Michigan right before Tom got there. As Price, hold that thought, gets into the end zone, untouched for another Notre Dame touchdown.
The right guard, watch this blocking scheme as they're going to get out in front and just open up a massive hole here for Jadarian Price as he walks into the end zone.
A minute left in the opening half. And they get it to Love. Jeremiyah with another touchdown.
Touchdown. I just want you to watch the interior three. It's about 1,000 pounds of weight when you talk about Strouth, Craig, and Lambert. Hand this guy the ball. They're going to knock those guys off the line of scrimmage as easy as can be. So even though Boise State has made it hard on Notre Dame at different times, keep handing it to the big guy. Behind those guys, that's Jadarian Price celebrating his score and pour it on a little bit.
And Jadarian Price is still on his feet. Still going. One guy to beat, and he takes him out. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy is ridiculous. Excellent job up front. Plenty of places to run, but he keeps the shoulder square. He bounces it and cuts all the way back. Excellent vision, excellent balance, and he's simply hard to tackle. All the way down the field, he takes it into the end.
Goal, double tight end formation with Love behind Carr. They get it to Love. Another touchdown for Jeremiyah.
Double teams at the point of attack, removal. You knock 44 out of there, you knock 54 out of there, and there he is. Can't give that guy all that space. Love the patience to run it, and run it one more time. Once you get down, is right on the money, and they have the pedal down. They want another touchdown.
Raritan's got 109 yards through the air, and Jeremiyah Love has his latest touchdown. His 11th of the season, second of the day for Jeremiyah Love, set up by a beautiful pass to Raritan.
You make a big play like that, get on the ball quickly and get it snapped. Again, this Notre Dame offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage. Love knows what to do with it. Eli Raritan, he's been big all day long for the Irish.
See, when Love gets involved, that'll be on second down and 10 with a hole.
Jeremiyah Love, major speed across midfield. Will they catch him? They will, just inside the 15. You know it's a threat of a home run every time he touches it. This time it's 65.
3 through the air. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week against NC State. Looking for another one here.
Bursts away from the initial, and he's got it. Touchdown. Jeremiyah Love does it all on the drive.
Watch Jeremiyah Love just show a little patience, let these blocks set up, and then squirt out to the backside and accelerate to the end zone. Nice block by the left tackle, Anthony Knapp, number 54, kind of coming down.
From the 16 on the handoff, up the middle, exploding. It's placed to the outside, to the corner for the touchdown. Jadarian makes it happen for the score.
74, watch the block that he gets initially to spring Jadarian Price. He's going to open up a huge hole on the left side. Price goes through now. Downfield, here's again Malachi Fields, a wide receiver, blocking on the perimeter and allowing the running back to get to the front pylon for the Notre Dame touchdown. Excellent blocking at the point of attack, and then perimeter blocking by their wide receiver. Notre Dame takes the lead.
Well, Jeremiyah Love, these two running backs they love being around each other and complementing around. And Lane has gotten his team back up by a field goal. This one will be taken out a yard in. Price gets away from one, across the 20, finds a crease. Jadarian Price. He has done this before. Price extends away. Touchdown Notre Dame. Jadarian to Jahouse.
Gets a chance to return this. There's going to be two missed tackles. The first one is right here, number 14. Tamir Robinson, missed tackle. Here comes the second one, number 44. And after that happens, there's too much green grass for this guy. He's an excellent runner in space, and he converts it into a touchdown. USC with two chances to bring him down, two missed tackles, and Jadarian Price makes him pay for it on the other end.
Second and goal. Pauling went in motion. Jeremiyah Love searching for a crease. Finds one. Into the end zone for the Notre Dame touchdown. What a response after the 21-play drive by BC.
That is Notre Dame football at its finest. That is how this offense, led by Mike Denbrock, that's how they want to play. Ground and pound, get Love going, get Price going, take advantage of man-to-man matchups down the field, through the air, pushing the ball down the field to get your chunk plays. That was a fantastic answer by the Fighting Irish.
Matt, thank you very much. Of course, with Lenore Sellers, Shane Beamer's team feels like they'll have a chance to pull off the upset. Ole Miss has been awfully impressive. After the interception by Don Schuler, Jeremiyah Love, full head of steam, and there he goes. Love off to the races. Will reach the end zone for the Fighting Irish touchdown and wake up the echoes.
I want you to see how Jeremiyah Love sets up this block. Watch how he stretches the defense, and then he allows his offensive line in the zone scheme to go to work. And really, the big fella Wagner at right tackle really seals off the defense. But it's how the running back presses the line of scrimmage. He's patient, and as soon as he sees his hole, he hits the go button, and the rest is history.
Jeremiyah Love gets it done again. It's all smiles for the Fighting Irish, now extending that lead. And the world-class speed, vision, and power on full display for the Golden Domers tonight.
At Jeffrey put in motion. It's Love, and he keeps fighting for the touchdown. Notre Dame marches right down the field and takes the early lead.
Well, he did a nice job of just showing some strength because Navy shot a guy into the backfield. Watch, this guy's going to get into the backfield.
On that play alone, and now it's Price back in there. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Price has got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Love had the first, Price has the second, and the top duo in the backfield in college football continues to hurt defenses.
Nice job by Joe Otting. Watch the center get a block here. The right guard's going to get a block here, and then right up into the middle, Jadarian Price going to go. Runs right through the line.
In the early going here, up to the 4 catches, 27. And the score. Love. A lot of effort, but well played by this Navy defense. They never blew him down. And now Love has speed down the sideline. Jeremiyah Love race to the pylon. He wins. Touchdown. As always, Love is the answer in South Bend.
I just don't think they wrapped him up. 2 me number 90 is going to be the guy that takes him to the ground. But watch number 90. Jeremiyah Love is just going to roll across his body and never touch the ground and pop back up and turn into a spectacular play.
Love. Jeremiyah Love with a spin. Here he goes. Jeremiyah Love. A 56-yard touchdown run with a spin move.
Sullivan Absher's going to get this block. The tight end comes along, gets on Lewis, and you're getting one-on-one with the safety Kabir Baines-Marquez, and that's not a great matchup. Jeremiyah Love is so freakishly athletic, and he's so explosive. It shows you the circle button here in the second level. Man, it's just poetry in motion, and a big explosive chunk play early for the Irish offense.
And Carr hands off to his main man, Jeremiyah Love. Are you kidding me? Last week, the first time he touched it, he went the distance. He goes to the house again.
Just watch the movement on the right side of this offensive line, just knocking them back. And what you want to do on defense is you want to split the ball out to the corner and see if the corner can make a tackle. But when you're trying to tackle Jeremiyah Love, it's not quite so easy. Watch this guy right here. He'll take that matchup any day of the week. He's as quick as they come. He's as fast as they come. And the guy's playing with so much confidence right now.
C.J. Carr again to Price, and he is just through the hole.
There he goes.
Okay, Love, whatever you can do, I can do. Watch out. He got caught up to there at the end.
And here he is, Jadarian Price. The guy has tremendous vision, tremendous change of direction. So when he gets up in here, he finds the creases. And if you're a safety, you better close fast because he's going to make you miss. The acceleration and the burst. Demetrius Samuel was coming fast. Jadarian Price knows how to finish. Again, it starts up front. He gets to the second level, and then it's over once he gets into the secondary.
So add another touchdown to the growing total for Price. That's his 10th rushing touchdown. Notre Dame now set up at the 14-yard line. Here's Jeremiyah Love looking for his latest touchdown. You bet.
Just a pretty simple play. Again, they're dominating the line of scrimmage, knocking them off the ball. But, you know, Love just has great quickness to get to the edge. He finds the crease. And if you get a blue shirt on a white shirt, there's no way he's going to let anybody take him down. Excellent job by Raritan. Outside, the receivers are blocking. Love knows how to find it.
Came out scoring. And here is Love. Is he going to go again? Just trying to catch him. And Jeremiyah Love has himself another long one. 68 yards this time. Touchdown number 3 of the game.
This is what they do here. It's stretch and cut. He's going to come this way, and then he's going to get north and south. And the guys up front doing a heck of a job. Joe Otting, the center, moving people by. They block well on the backside. When he gets to the second level, you're just simply not going to tackle this guy in space. You know, there's an old Gale Sayers, I need 18 inches of daylight. That's all I need, and that's all Jeremiyah Love needs. You give him a crease, he's going to make you pay. He did it one more time.
Told us one of the keys to this game, make him kick some field goals. Love into the end zone, touchdown. No field goal here. Notre Dame takes the opening drive of the game and goes down the field to punch it in. Another touchdown for Jeremiyah Love. Already, I mean, you could imagine they could be wearing down this Stanford defense. Price straight ahead and fighting for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, they have hardly thrown the ball. A couple of those little screen pass, swing passes. Impressive 11-play touchdown drives, doing it on the ground. No Love. Okay, Jadarian Price, just about as good as the Heisman Trophy candidate. Four-man rush for Stanford. Carr throws it short. Price with the catch. Made a man miss. Price, end zone, touchdown. What a move by Jadarian Price.
4 verts
outside by Notre Dame, and then your running back just on a little check down. Watch how the defenders for Stanford sink back to the goal line. This is a young quarterback not forcing the issue, taking what a defense gives them. Go ahead and take that check down underneath. Give it to your skill guy out in space. Jadarian Price is going to make a couple miss and make you look good. That is a young quarterback growing up as the season's gone along. Excellent decision by C.J. Price, and an even better job by Jadarian Price getting that football in the end zone for his young quarterback.